A warrant is out tonight for a sitting president, Slobodan Milosevic of Yugoslavia. And suddenly finding the road to peace there is a lot more complicated. Even as the U.S. crime rate falls, there are growing protests over police brutality. And the town that is defying nature and the odds on the eve of a dangerous hurricane season.
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Good evening. Dan is off tonight. I'm Bob Schieffer. For the first time in history, an international court has indicted a sitting head of state as a war criminal. The UN War Crimes Tribunal accuses Yugoslav President Slobodan Milosevic of mass atrocities in the ethnic cleansing of Kosovo. CBS News correspondent Richard Roth begins our coverage.
The charges are murder, deportation, crimes against humanity. Arrest warrants naming Milosevic his army chief and 3 other top Serbian officials went out today from the War Crimes Tribunal in The Hague.
These accused are criminally responsible for the deportation of 740,000 Kosovo Albanians from Kosovo and for the murder of over 340 identified Kosovo Albanians.
In 42 pages with names and dates, the indictment for the first time makes a criminal case of Kosovo's personal stories of hardship and terror and death. The stories of suffering that have been pouring out of Kosovo with every desperate column of refugees. War crimes investigators took their testimony, compiling a catalog of atrocities. This man says he saw 156 people from his village executed near a town called Izbica.
We're able to piece together an enormous amount of information about
surveillance photos, say a State Department expert, backed up his claims.
We're able to determine through our analysts that these, in fact, are freshly dug individual grave sites.
They are crimes, say the prosecutors, with high-tech evidence gathered by satellite and home video of atrocities smuggled out by survivors. The eyewitness accounts tell of Serb police arriving at night, burning homes, shooting whole families. The indictment, though, covers just this year, beginning with a massacre last January in Račak, listing the names of 46 people killed. The War Crimes Tribunal is still investigating Milosevic and the others for atrocities during Bosnia's brutal war. The new indictments may lend support to NATO's aim of defeating Milosevic, but they also give the Yugoslav president one more reason to keep fighting in Kosovo. Facing life in prison, he may now be a man with nothing to lose. Richard Roth, CBS News, The Hague.
In Belgrade, the Yugoslav government immediately rejected the indictment as a U.S. political maneuver. And one of Milosevic's leading political opponents also criticized it, saying the charges were badly timed. Even within NATO, the reaction was mixed, with some of the allies saying the indictment will complicate the search for peace. But President Clinton said it was the right thing to do. Correspondent Scott Pelley is at the White House. Scott?
Bob, essentially there has been a fundamental change in Mr. Clinton's war policy. The administration made it clear today that Milosevic has to go. It isn't enough any longer for him simply to acquiesce to NATO's demands. In Florida today, the president said he welcomed the Milosevic indictment.
It will help to deter future war crimes by establishing that those who give orders will be held accountable. It will make clear to the Serbian people precisely who is responsible for this conflict and who is prolonging it.
In Washington, the Secretary of State offered Milosevic no hope of a deal.
We have made clear that we would not go for any kind of immunity.